Hi everyone, this is Misha from Made Up Research, and today we're gonna look at some new drugstore makeup. I feel like I film these videos all the time now, but there's still so much makeup that I need to try that I don't know where to stop. So let's start off with a primer. This is the Essence Brighten Up Perfecting Primer in the shade Light Beige. I was a little bit confused, why does this have like a shade? But it's supposed to be a hydrating primer that is evening out your skin tone. So I'm just gonna, oh, this looks like straight up foundation. Wow. Was I tricked into using a foundation? Oh my god. Interesting. It's also very pale. I look like a ghost. The texture is a little bit slidey, almost like a little oily, which I don't really enjoy. I feel like you could probably use this on its own if it was your shade, but this is like interesting. Is it brightening though? I think definitely. If you have dry skin, you might like it. I feel like for me, this is a bit heavy. There's some jojoba seed oil, vitamin E, aloe, dimethicone, glycerin. Interesting. It's like a bit hydrating, but like very slidey and weird. And now I look so bad. I feel like it's definitely setting a little bit. I like that. And it does even out the skin tone. The problem is that it's not my skin tone that it's evening right now. I'm gonna grab my Essence foundation stick just to make it a little bit more my skin tone. And also it's not super high coverage, so I feel like it's going to let the shine peek through a little bit. I'm still very pale. Alright, so this is the foundation. Now for my concealer, I do have like a little pre-step. We have a new color corrector. This is the Essence Conceal and Correct Under Eye Brightening Concealer in the shade Light, and it's like a really nice peachy looking shade. So I'm gonna try and apply it on one eye and see what I think about it, because you know my deal with the correctors. They're usually not my thing because they're just adding unnecessary layer to my under eyes. Well, this is looking way better than I expected. I feel like you could probably wear this on its own. It's looking a tiny bit like rosy, but it's not too bad. The texture is quite hydrating and the coverage isn't too high. So I feel like you could get away with this as like just your concealer, you know. I gotta admit that the complexion feels a little bit heavy. I feel like the primer is just very there, you know. I don't know if I like it. But the next product we have is a liquid blush. I have the NYX Fat Cheeks Juicy Plump Blush in the shade Fake Fizz. These looked really interesting to me. They seem to be very like hydrating liquidy formula. So I wanted to see how they look. Okay, that blended just like nothing. That was so seamless. I really like the shade. It's something between like peach, pink, coral. It's a beautiful shade. This blends like seamlessly. That is very interesting. Also, I don't think it's taken off my foundation, which is great. I like this a lot. So I added some powder, I added some eyebrows, and I added some eyeshadow primer. And now let's talk about the one eyeshadow product that I have. This is the Kiko Lumiverse Water Eyeshadow in the shade Quantum Violet. This was like a limited edition eyeshadow. They had 3 different shades. A friend of mine brought it from Italy for me, and it is beautiful. It's like a cool toned, almost like ultraviolet purple with this gold reflect. It's so cute. Now, one thing with these eyeshadows is that you can use them either wet or dry. So I just wanted to see the difference. Now, this is how it swatches dry. Oh god, that's so pretty. And I'm also gonna swatch it wet using a setting spray and see if it does something. Well, it's a bit different. This is the wet swatch, but I feel like it's enough impressive as is. So since it's the only one that I'm going to be using today, I'm just going to apply this all over my lid and try to do this like really nice dramatic effect. Because everybody likes a simple eyeshadow look, and what is more simple than just whacking one color all over your lid? I'm going to try to apply it with a brush. Not sure how successful that's going to be. Well, quite frankly, not much. Let's try with a setting spray. Okay, that is a bit better, definitely. Now if I go in with a finger, yeah, I feel like the finger still wins. That looks pretty freaking stunning. I like that it has a lot of pigmentation to it, but also a lot of sheen. So under different light, you can see like different parts of the purple popping out. I'm gonna try to pick up some on a fluffy brush and blend out the edges because it feels a little bit patchy now, as it usually is when you apply with a finger, to be fair. I added a little bit of gold pencil on the bottom lash line because I didn't really want to go too purple there. And I'm just gonna add like a baby wing. Okay, so you got a baby winged liner. They're not really sisters, they're more like cousins. And now I'm also gonna grab the L'Oreal Paradise Big Deal Mascara. I recently bought this and I gotta say, I don't really enjoy it much. It has a very spiky brush, which is very flexible, but the bristles are so sharp and so long. I just wanted to show you how it looks in case you were wondering. But honestly, for the price, it smudges on me pretty badly and I just don't really like it that much. Right, so the effect of the mascara is not bad at all, but I just know that this is not gonna last and then it's gonna smudge like crazy. So I'm not that into it, but I'm really into that eyeshadow. That is really cute. Now I'm gonna finish off the complexion and we're gonna move on to a highlighter. Now I finally look alive again with a little bit of bronzer and we're gonna move on to highlighter. I have the new Essence Get the Glaze Baked Highlighter. You may have seen this on my reels already. It is a baked highlighter that looks really pretty. I was using it a little bit so it's not smooth anymore, but it's a really cute, like cool toned goldy pink shade. It's so pretty. It's really blinding and smooth and beautiful. I swear nobody does baked highlighters like Essence. Like they really know what they're doing. And it's always the prettiest shade and like the prettiest packaging, right? I'm gonna put a little bit in my inner corners as well. Yeah, and now for my lip. I hope this is gonna somewhat fit. This is the new Essence Hydra Kiss Lip Tint in the shade 1. And this is their like hydrating lip stain, which, you know, kind of stays on glossy and nice until you wipe it off and then it just leaves a little stain. So let's apply it. The shade is a little bit more orange than I would like, honestly, but I really do like the texture. Just the shades don't look very different based on the sticker on the packaging and the plastic is frosted, so you cannot really see what you're buying that well. That's probably my only complaint. Other than that, I love this lip product. It is so, so nice. Very comfy, you can reapply it all the time. I think I prefer these to the NYX Lip IVs actually. These just are a lot more comfy to me and I feel like they look a lot better. So this is the finished look. I feel like those products were kind of hits and misses on both ends. I do like the Kiko eyeshadow, I do like the lips, and I do like the NYX blush. I think this is a really nice formula. I don't really like the mascara, I already told you, that's not my favorite. And the primer, it still feels the same. It still feels like an oily mess on my face. I don't really like that, to be honest with you. Like the kind of primer that is going to make you just want to remove your makeup as soon as possible. So for me, this is kind of a sensoric nightmare. Maybe if you have very dry skin, this is going to be nice for you. You're gonna like the added coverage. But again, the shade Light Beige, way too light for me. Like, I just look like a ghost. So yeah, the rest of the products though, I would probably recommend. And that is all, my friends. Like this video if you enjoyed this little makeup demo and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And I will see you on the next video. Bye!